What makes any place unique is its people. Johnston County has had a lot of unique characters over the years. The Johnston County Heritage Center is a place where people can discover the past.
We have all the records here for Johnston County from 1746.
We're a genealogy and history library. We're also a museum that uses photographs and stories and three-dimensional items, documents to tell the story of Johnston County.
As a historian, I believe in using primary sources. If I go to the Heritage Center and I can pull out the actual newspaper from 1954 and look at exactly what was being said, then it helps me to tell a more accurate story.
It was created by the county commissioners as a county agency in February of 1997. A lot of people come here just to see stuff. They're curiosity seekers and they like the artifacts that we have on display and the stories that they tell. Some people want to delve into their family tree.
People just walk in. We've had several just come in and see what we're doing, and all of a sudden when they come in here and we start talking, they find out more than they wanted to know.
If you don't know history, you don't know who you are. I think that that's very important.
Mr. Todd and I and a couple of other people are restoring the Freedman Schoolhouse. It's a couple blocks away from the Heritage Center right now.
For years, it's been known that this was a schoolhouse for African Americans.
He found it years ago through some documents that he was reading.
In those papers was a letter written by a teacher. She described the building. She said it was 24 by 48 feet. And it occurred to me, well, that schoolhouse on 4th Street is about that size. And then we got some folks from Raleigh from the State Preservation Office to come and looked at the framing of the building. After that, we knew that this was the Freedman Schoolhouse.
One of the great things about the Freedman School is most likely some of my ancestors went there, considering that I'm from Smithfield.
Freedman schools all across the South were created to provide educational opportunities for formerly enslaved people. And so after emancipation, one of the first things that we see Black people in the South do is find their way to schoolhouses.
This is the last one in North Carolina that we know of that is still standing. It feels like I'm a pirate finding treasure. It is very exciting, especially with me knowing these are my ancestors.
And here we are 150 years later, bringing that history back to life with people right here in Johnston County, and now we're going to get it renovated to show that, and it'll always be here to remind people that there's a continuum of love in this county.
Families from here in the county have deposited things here with us. And there's a unique collection here of Civil War artifacts. We have a few Revolutionary War artifacts. We have a tombstone here. We've repaired it and we put it on display from time to time with other stories.
One piece that's kind of cool is a bugle that belonged to a Confederate soldier from Johnston County. He was from Selma. Went through the whole war, essentially was at Appomattox at the surrender with his bugle, and he saved it. So we actually acquired that from another museum. A lot of people, when they have old family papers and old family photographs, they'll bring those to us. Letters, diaries, journals. Some are so big you can hardly lift them.
We have had to have a storage area to keep a lot of our collection in.
There was really not a huge amount of space left over to do exhibits. A couple of years ago, we had an opportunity to lease some space down the street. We're putting our plans together, and the first part of 2022, we'll be moving our exhibits.
A place where kids are taking field trips because it's going to be a bigger exhibit, more for them to see.
We'll basically be able to tell the whole history of Johnston County. The more I've studied about families and people from this county, the more I realize there are just so many salt of the earth, hardworking farm families. We have a very strong agricultural history, and they're the vast majority.
I have a passion for history because I love looking into the past and finding where I come from.
All history is local history when you get down to it. World history, it happens on a local level. It's the people that make any place unique. and we want to make sure that we preserve their stories here and keep them alive.
I see people come in here every day learning new things about their family.
It's helped to fill in a lot about where my family's come from and how I've become the person I am now. This place is like a gift to the community.